RockPaperRobot is an engineering boutique, and we specialize in the innovation, engineering, fabrication of kinetic furniture and decor. It's from robotic chandeliers that might expand and contract to spread the light, to passively actuated things like levitating tables and balancing tables and other mechanized decor. I'm trained in robotics. Was formerly trained at MIT for grad school, but I really like to, kind of just make a lot of pretty things. It's easier to say the creative design comes first because with the engineering there was I needed to have a more technical pursuit in terms of getting familiar with these concepts and learning stuff, but in some ways they're tied together, I guess. It's really hard to say which came first. Yeah, I use SolidWorks primarily. In fact, it's funny, I kind of can't not think in SolidWorks sometimes because I get so used to doing the 3D modeling that I'll even do something like go shopping for something like on eBay and have an automatic response to try to turn the shirt around or the object around, and then realize, no, I'm just shopping online. After I do some new design on paper, then it's kind of put it into SolidWorks to try to get a really a working model. And then taking it from there to see how things look, taking it from there to actually, okay, this is exactly how we're going to do the prototype and then the final product, put in all the components that are necessary. If there's electrical parts that need to fit or fasteners, every single thing, and then get a really actuated working model. So we do primarily unique pieces. We will do limited runs of each piece, and after a certain number, let's say 20 tables, then each we stop doing kind of the production phase of that piece, and then we say that they're just for installation pieces, or people can come to us and have an interview and request a piece that they might like, and then it's up to us to decide.
Would you call yourself a manufacturer?
No, but only because I think that has some connotations that, I am, but I don't call myself that because I think that the connotations are at a different scale. A maker, I guess, is a more apt, but it's sort of a semantic. I know it's not about whether I like it or not. It's just, I guess, about who's asking and why they're asking and what kind of scale they're thinking about. So,
but does it have a bad connotation to you?
That's interesting. Perhaps it does a little bit have one, but I'm not sure if that's why I wouldn't say I was one. I don't think necessarily it's that manufacturing itself has a bad connotation. I think that there are companies and processes that actually are not necessarily the best for the environment or socially, things like this. So, but I don't think that's the fault of manufacturing of creation. That's a different decision level. The more transparent that companies are, they will start to probably even get better feedback on how to change their processes. So, the community at large can say, okay, there's different ways that you can go about this. There are different materials. It also really depends. Like, are we talking about China overseas? Are we talking about here? But I think that it's funny. I think that there's usually a way to fix everything. And so it would be, I guess, incorrect of me to say otherwise.